All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Wait, 10, wait, 20!
Double time! 4 down, 4 down! Hey, I need one over here, I need one over here!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
72.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go left.
They begin the drive with Charles. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Brady gives to Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Exit.
On third down, Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, 66.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Brady to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Shadow. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 62 yards.
Yellow. How's the blue lady?
54. Hey, come on.
They run it. It's Charles. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You got trips, you got 3. Eyes on 10, eyes on 10.
Hey, 66.
Strong right,
63 now.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
66.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry here for Charles. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Charles again. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
72.
Mike, check. 59.
Go bandit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow. Check 13.
Say. Alert 3.
Color.
Alert 3.
Easy.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. 1:52 to play until halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Shadow.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Five. 72.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Check. 59.
Oh, you got deep? Sugar!
On play action, now Brady. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. To try again after the sack. Brady. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Coming right, this is Charles. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yellow. Let's go,
heavy. Let's go, heavy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. On the run, it's Charles. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's one thing to be as disruptive as he's been all year. It's another to do it as a rookie. He might not only be a candidate for Rookie of the Year.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Defensive Player of the Year, possibly.
Yeah, and to do that, you have to be dominant from the first snap your rookie year because, let's face it, everyone devalues rookies a little bit or makes them work harder in order to get votes. Remember Ndamukong Suh's rookie year? I mean, he was everything that season, including first-team All-Pro. That's the type of year we're seeing here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
A toss play. Here comes Charles. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Looking to throw. Charles. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard